That's it? That's the intro?
Do you make a fucking comment every time I make a new intro?
No, I wanted to make sure that was it.
Who wants to see Jeff get slapped on live air tonight?
I wanted to make sure that was
That's
up.
it.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure we have the right one up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I was waiting for some graphics or some video, but it wasn't. It was just a sound effect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's also the logo on there.
Okay, we're going to cut this show short tonight, I can tell. All right, because someone's got an attitude problem. This is Jeff Gellman of Solid Canine Training and the wonderful Cranky Joelle.
Well, don't piss me off. I might be cranky. Pretty fucking simple.
This is what would Jeff do. It's a Q&A show. If you're struggling with your dog, we can dramatically help you. And so many people are struggling. We just finished up a fantastic 5-day shadow with Owner. We have something called Owner Shadow. Owner Shadow is where owner of the dog comes here for 5 days. So we had a couple come here from Alabama, drove down from Alabama. By the way, it's no big deal to drive 8, 10, 12, 18 hours to here. Sunday, we have somebody coming from New York to bring their dog here for board and train. It's very common in our world, people that want dramatic change in their life to drive. One of the great things you can do is you have the freedom to drive, other than in Massachusetts where they're trying to limit your amount of driving, but that's another story. It's fantastic. Day 1, their life changed. Day 2, they were blown away. Day 3, they went to an outdoor cafe with their dogs. All of it documented, all of it social proof. We don't just talk about what we do, we show what we do. And you'll find we're a little bit different than most dog trainers. We don't show our dogs, meaning we actually have clients. We actually work with people. We work with their dogs. We're not using our trained dogs to show how you're supposed to train, which doesn't work with an untrained dog, by the way. So everything you'll see from us is for dogs that are struggling, owners that are struggling. But they went back to Alabama. They're probably going to be getting back at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fantastic, wonderful couple. He's a pediatric anesthesiologist, and she works at a church putting together social programs for the elderly.
That's great.
Great people, and they have 2 dogs, a lot of skill set. She actually trained service dogs for a dozen years. But there's still, for a family pet dog, there's still always issues. Still always some unwanted behaviors you want to eliminate. State of mind was the big one. State of mind, leash nonsense, public access. In fact, he's a big biker, and they don't take their dogs biking. And guess what we did today? Showed him how to bike with a dog. Didn't just talk about it. Didn't just hand him a piece of paper. Wasn't included in the 500 sheets of paper that a behaviorist would give you. We actually showed what we do. It might be time for a new camera.
It's not the camera, it's your port.
Oh, it might be time for a new port. A new port. Anyway, ask your questions. Rumble, YouTube, Facebook. Ask your questions. Type them in. Joel will probably tell you about something going on. I know something's going on the 18th or something, right? What is it?
Yeah, we're doing a workshop with that rescue dog that's really out of control.
We've got a dog coming in we're its last chance. We're its last chance. It's gone through numerous trainers, good ones too, good trainers. But there's some issues that they cannot resolve. So the dog's coming to us from a local Florida rescue, and it'll be looking for a new home. Beautiful German Shepherd. And we'll give you the truth on the dog. We'll tell you the pros and the cons. And you'll see the dog working. You'll actually see this dog working. How awesome is that? Imagine seeing a dog out in public, videotaped, in a house videotaped, getting play-by-play on what's up with this dog, what kind of home this dog would be good for. And if you're the right home, being able to get the dog. How awesome is that? Because usually it's a crapshoot when you get a dog, and you're usually lied to. That's big. That's big in this industry. A lot of unethics in this industry. So what do we got?
Melissa says, hi, guys. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Kate says, any social media tips? I taught a boxer puppy how to skateboard inside of Home Depot, and my video struggles to get double-digit likes.
Yeah, you can join our mentorship program and get advice for business. Sure, we can help you. Just because you put up just let it, just because you put up a good video, that doesn't mean people are going to watch it, share it, or like it.
I'm honestly surprised it didn't blow up with Karen saying, I can't believe you have a dog skateboarding Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we can help you. But just you'd be surprised. We put up a lot of great helpful videos and crickets sometimes. You put up something simple and get a lot of action. So obviously the marketplace says your video is not great. That's all. For now, try again in a week. But there's ways you can do it. You can mess around with titles, times of posting, algorithms. There's all kinds of things. Put on all the different platforms. So, but that's just one video. Put lots of videos up. Next.
Someone asked, how do I join the mentorship program? So in our bio, if you're on the Solid Canine page, there's a link that says apply for our mentorship program. That's the first step.
First step.
Fill out that form, book a call with Jeff.
Yep. It's not, we don't accept everybody. But also we have a shadow program here. A couple of things. Keep in mind, starting in June, we're away. So we're away for 4 months. June, July, August, September, we go to Greece. So right now, as an owner, we have an owner shadow program, 5 days in Florida. It's beautiful down here. Plenty of dog-friendly Airbnbs. Come down here with your dog. If you've got a spouse or a partner, bring them. If you've got multiple dogs, bring multiple dogs. Even the one that you think is okay, it's not. Everybody's got problems with their dogs. The dots are all connected with chaos. If you're a trainer, now is a fantastic time to shadow with us. So it's not for new trainers. So our in-person shadows are not for new trainers. They're for people that want to learn more about behavior mod with already a good foundation. Now, if you're a new trainer, we have something called the Mastermind. That's fantastic. That's another 5-day program. We've got owner shadows, trainer shadows, and Mastermind. All of them in person, right here in Florida, 5 days for each one of those.
Mastermind is always good.
Okay.
I have some very challenging dogs at Mastermind.
Yep. And yes, you're looking at a couple $1,000s minimum. So a lot of people tend to go, I would love to do that. I'll do that. But, some folks struggle with funds. So, but it's funny how people will throw money out the window on all kinds of stuff, except for further education. It's really, really interesting. What else we got?
Let's see. Good Spirited Canine said mentorship program was great. We learned so much. Social media was part of it.
Yeah, social media is part of it. There's a whole thing, and don't get upset. Don't take it personal that nobody liked your video. Just because you thought it was awesome.
Right. We put out 11,000 posts on our Instagram page. I just looked the other day. 11,000 posts. You know how many of those actually do well?
A couple of them. A handful.
Most people want to be entertained. They don't have long attention spans anymore. Rhonda said, love you guys. We love you too, Rhonda.
Hey, love you too, Rhonda.
Connie says hello. Hey,
Connie.
Hey,
Connie.
Shy says evening, guys. Hey, Shy.
Hey, Shy.
Top chat from the Noble Dogs. Wow. Thank you. We haven't seen you in a long time. Let's see. Dog will casually blow through 100 on the remote. How do you recondition the dog to respond to low level? Well,
Grant, it might not respond to low levels. The question is how to get the dog to respond to the remote.
Well, what's going on?
Context. Right. We need context. Also, check fit, check contact points. What's the dog's normal working level? But obviously it's in drive. What's your timing? There's a lot of variables. You can start correcting high for non-compliance of simpler things when the dog's not in drive. You might need a more powerful remote. If you're using a mini educator, those aren't the most powerful, not even close to. The boss is going to be more powerful. A double boss is even more powerful. But what's the context? And how educated is the dog on the remote? So what's going on? A little bit more of a background story on that one. But we've got a way we get dogs that blow through high levels because of their intensity and their drive. And we get them to respond to a normal level or a level that's high, but at least you're not running out of numbers. Next.
Sunday said, how is it possible to fix dog reactivity when you live in a rural area without much opportunity for exposure?
So you've got to go somewhere. You actually have to get in your vehicle. I'm not talking like you're an idiot, but you get in your vehicle and you go to where the activity is.
Hunt down dogs.
It takes work. It takes work. But leash reactivity, I've said this for decades, leash reactivity is not fixed on the walk. So we have a whole program, tried and true. We're experts at stopping leash reactivity. We've got numerous courses on it. We've done massive seminars on it, and we show. And what you're doing in the home, outside your home, over the course of your day, how your dog rides in the vehicle, actually, if you do it with our philosophy, can help with leash reactivity. How your dog is in the home can actually help with leash reactivity. But when it comes down to it, yep, you're gonna have to go hunt down chaos. We do. We're like, oh, we need a bunch of yelling kids. We drive to a playground. We work outside the playground. Oh, we need a bunch of barking dogs. We do have barking dogs in our neighborhood, but we'll go to the local dog park and we'll walk the fence line. Oh, we need a downtown area. We'll get the dogs, go downtown and park the car and walk through downtown.
People send their dogs to board and train because someone's got to do it.
Yeah,
and a lot of times you're working, you're busy, you're just like, I don't have the time.
Yep. It can be challenging. It can be challenging, but that's what we do. So that's how you do it. But I would say first, make you work on the inside stuff first in your home. Does your dog explode when people or animals or people go by the house? Start there. Is your dog casual with commands? You tell your dog to down and your dog's a selective listener, or the dog has no duration work. There's no consequence for breaking command. There's no consequence for not doing a known command. If you're casual with all that, flip it, start teaching the dog consequences by applying a punisher to instill an inhibitor to stop the unwanted behavior. Now the dog's going, whoa, geez, I guess I need to follow rules here. They're not saying that, but that's the philosophy. Next.
Mel said going through green to graduate at the NCS stage, but the dog still seems to be confused between place and crate and the stim. If I have the leash on him and walk him to place or the crate, he does fine. It's the verbal cue where he gets confused.
So do reps with the crate door closed, right? First, make sure the dog absolutely knows to go to place. Or if the dog goes to place, I'm sorry, if you say place, the dog goes to the crate, leave the crate door open and goes into the crate, you would correct for that. NCS, yep.
With leash guidance. On NCS, you usually are giving some leash guidance.
It's all leash guidance, yep.
Or leash is dragging and you're doing more like body cue. But NCS, they're still like learning.
They're still learning, yep. So you role play it. Oh, dog went in the crate. I said place, stim on, leash guidance, get back. Role play everything. But then at some point, there's a consequence. We do that. We say place, dog goes into a crate, no, correct, dog comes flying out, goes over to place. But you have to role play what does that look like? You've got to choreograph what that looks like.
Do the reps.
Yep. You have to do the reps. Yeah. Nice.
Kate said, I would love it if it blew up with Karen's. Thanks for the perspective.
Yeah. But just don't, you're taking it personal. I put out a great video. Why doesn't anybody like it? You know, the snarky answer, because nobody gives a shit about your damn video. That's the snarky answer. Guess what? Nobody truly cares about your video.
The name of the game.
Nobody truly cares about any of our videos. Nobody cares about what I have to say.
Yeah, we put up a great video today. Got like 4 comments.
Yep. It's
okay.
Fine. The marketplace says, I don't give a shit. That's okay. That's fine. Keep putting up videos. Keep working with clients. Keep sharing your information. Keep showing social proof. It's a long game. And don't think you're going to make money from social media. You're not. So there's a lot of people like, yeah, I want to be able to make money on my videos. Good luck. Okay? Good luck. No, doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. You're not going to do that. That doesn't mean you can't. I'm saying, though, that shouldn't be your inspiration. It should be education, should be inspiration. Because the people that are making money they're putting up stupid bullshit videos. That or women are sexualizing themselves, which is just gross. It's incredible how bad it is out there. You know. And meanwhile, you get a great. I'm hooked on these underwater videos now. I love it.
They're not underwater videos. They're adventure
people. But
you do a lot of sailing.
A lot of underwater stuff. Yeah.
Jeff obviously wants to be a sailor.
Maybe.
The Noble Dogs top chat. Thank you. Have you ever heard of a device called a treat and train? But amazing
Yeah.
indirect
Yep.
rewarding.
Yeah, we don't use it, but it's great. It's great. It's great for your marker system. Absolutely. You can also use it sort of remotely as well. Yeah, there's lots of things you can do, but we don't use them. It's not something we use, and that doesn't mean no one else should, but it's fantastic. Next.
Walk and Wags Pet Services says hello from Saskatchewan, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I said it right this time.
You sure did.
Remember, I used to struggle with that
You
word.
sure did. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what it was. My brain couldn't process.
I'm proud of
that
you.
word.
You're fluent in Canadian now.
Mhm.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Shai said a lot of those forever reactive journey
Yes.
dogs accounts make money
Yes.
and tons of sponsors.
Yeah. So
yeah.
if you want to make money, if this is what you want to do, if you want to make money on social media, this is what you do.
Go adopt a rescue.
Go
dog.
adopt a rescue dog. Start sharing a sob story. Make sure it has lots of behavior problems, lots of them, and never, ever make progress. And cry about it every day.
And then sell merchandise that supposedly helps with
Right. Or
reactivity.
even though I haven't made any progress with my dog at all, my dog loves these toys.
Yes.
Even though I haven't made any progress at all,
They love these treats.
my dog loves these treats. Even though my dog hasn't made any progress at all, I like this treat pouch.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, I want to do something with my dog. Oh, geez, I'm going to start a GoFundMe so I can buy a I'm a Victim t-shirt. I want to get a nice I'm a Victim hoodie, and I need money for that. Will you sponsor me, please? And never fix it. And make
It's
sure
so bad.
and make sure you title it Reactive Ralph.
And then also, you share tons of virtue signaling posts that's like, if your dog's reactive,
Mhm.
it's not your fault.
Right. Yep.
There's nothing you could
Mhm.
do about it to
Right.
fix it, or it's okay. It's a safe space
Right.
here.
Right. And then you get a dog, you tell stories. I just adopted a shelter dog, and they told me that it was a male, but when I got it home, I decided that actually it's not a male.
Oh my God.
It's a they.
Stop.
So my dog is a they, them. My dog's
Top
pronouns
Top
are they,
chat.
them.
Top chat from the Noble Dogs. Why use no for breaking command and use no for jumping in bad behaviors? What is your opinion on wrong for commands and no for behavior?
I think that's stupid,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean whoever's doing it is stupid. It's like, why? Because no is no.
No is no.
Just say no. Grant.
It's like, oh,
Grant.
you broke an obedience command, so it's not as bad. But dogs don't, like you say this all the time, dogs don't differentiate. It's like, oh, so I only broke plates, but when I go after that dog, that's going to be even more of a consequence. Like, they don't think that way. No is no.
No is no. What you did was wrong. It's no. Stop complicating it. And owners don't see owners. This is why dog trainers are ridiculous, because they're making it too complicated for owners. When the dog, if it's an obedience command, use this word. If it's a behavior, use this word. No. Just use the word no. Do I say no? Do I say wrong? Do I say leave it? Do I say off? Did you want them to do that? No. Then say no.
That's it.
It's
Guys.
as simple as that. It's literally that simple.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Oh my gosh. Do I tell my dog how good they are for doing that? What do? They laid down when I was vacuuming. I don't know. How long have they been doing that for? 2 years? No, you don't have to tell them they're good. They learned that 2 years ago. You don't need to tell them they're good. That's fine. All right. Sounds like you got some self-esteem issues. Not you, Grant, but the person that would ask that question. Next. Did you fart again?
I never did. Shut up. Shut up. Now everyone's going to think I farted. For the record, okay? I'm on the couch and I have a huge mosquito bite on my ankle. So I reached down to scratch it.
And you lifted your butt
And
cheek.
Jeff's like, are you farting? I'm like, I'm scratching a fucking mosquito bite.
Says the person who probably just farted.
Okay. Whatever, dude. So annoying sometimes.
Wow.
Shai said.
Did you guys see that? See it?
You guys told me to stop saying leave it for my dog reactivity and just say no. And it was so much better.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for all the folks that had kind words to say about my mom, too.
Yeah.
My mom was just out here.
The people really want to see more of Barb.
She's 86 years old.
But she was 85.
March. Oh, you're right. She's 85. She'll be 86 in March.
Yeah.
My mom's almost 86 years old. She looks great. Yep. Yep. That was a good picture of all of us together. Yep. Yep.
I know. I didn't realize till we took that picture that Angela's taller than me. It was like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought, really?
Go look at the picture.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Doug said, I'm going to use the mosquito bite excuse in the future.
Yep.
You guys, I would never, ever do something like that.
Fart?
In front of someone? Like, no.
You would never, you would fart in front of me?
No.
Are you serious?
Never. Have I ever? As long as you've known me. No.
You keep saying it's the dog, but I don't know. Maybe it is you.
I would never.
Really?
My dad used to scream at us if we so much as burped. He's like, you go to the bathroom for that. That's just how we were raised.
Wow.
I think it's really gross when people do that
Wow.
stuff. That's why I get mad when you burp. Never mind fart.
Interesting. Okay.
Sawblade. Hey, Sawblade. Hey,
wow.
been missing you guys. We've missed you too.
Hey, what have you been up to?
Manny's still doing great. He went with me around horses, didn't even attempt to break heel. I'm so proud of how
That's
well
great.
he's doing.
That's great. It's really, folks that are with, people always, there's all these videos of like, e-collars, especially with horses or cattle or livestock. And people are like, oh my God, leave the dog at home. I'm like, most people just don't realize how awesome your dog can be. And when you're around animals a lot, whether it's livestock or horses or multiple dogs, you can do so many great things when your dog actually is trained, but most people don't know what actual real training is. They don't understand that dogs actually are capable of doing incredible things. It's sad. It's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Most dogs that are trained, right? Like who was it? I think it was Thor when he first came in. He'd already been to a board and train, and we're like telling him to, the most basic stuff, sit, and he's just like giving paw. Like that's training. Like
he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Today he did a 3-hour place command. He walks nice on a leash. He goes into his kennel and he's quiet. He's not destroying his kennel. He does have a leash chewing issue that we have to resolve.
Big problem.
So when he's in
his leash today.
Yep, when he's in a duration thing, he'll chew on his leash. So that will fix. And people, why don't you just get a metal leash or train the dog not to chew it? That's a good idea. And we'll do that. Let's see what else. But you'll be seeing a lot more videos of him because we're going to start doing public access, which means in public. So out in places.
And we got 2 rowdy dogs coming in this weekend.
We've got a dog coming in from dog coming in from New York and a dog coming in from who's the other dog coming in from?
Here in Florida.
Yep. So it's
well,
exciting.
Not here, but more like Ocala, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. That dog. Yeah, the dog that's we're making the video with.
Yeah.
Ocala.
Arousal reset starts Monday.
Monday.
He comes in Sunday.
That's right. The arousal reset. Yeah. It's gonna be good. Is there a course? Did you put the link up?
Yeah, I did.
So we've got a great course. What is it? How much is it? $47? $37. We've got a course for 2 days. It's live training. Imagine that. Live.
We mostly do live.
I know, because what's the big deal about that? Big deal about that is nothing's edited.
You see it all.
In
Like your show.
In fact, we've been putting up a lot of unedited videos lately. You'll notice them, or they're edited just for time. But we're not editing stuff out of our videos. We're one of the more transparent people out there. Yeah. Nice. Fantastic. What else do we got? That's all we got? Really? Huh. That's interesting.
Top chat from the Noble Dogs. Thank you, Grant.
Okay, thanks, Grant.
Tell us how you really feel. What are your thoughts on saying no and kicking the crate versus no and drag out and bonk? Also, do you repeat the command if they know it? Command, no, repeat commands.
So when you've had a dog that has either crate destruction, separation anxiety, you need to stop it any way you can. So dogs with us, we don't have a training center anymore because we've moved. Up in New England, we had 15,000 square feet. We can hold 50 dogs. We did about a dozen board and train dogs at a time. Staff lived on site. I lived there for the last year because I went through a divorce. So I actually moved into a little 10 by 10 room. So I lived there as well. Joelle lived there. She lived there for over 3 years. And so we were always there. So no dogs ever barked. I can't stand these, if you're going to send your dog to a boarding train or even for boarding and that place is loud, your dog's going to come back fucked up. Could you imagine? It's nonstop barking. It never stops. With us, you'll never have any barking. So a dog might bark on night 1, but it stops quick. So we have to teach them how to stop real quick. So how do you stop a dog? E-collar.
Well, he's asking, what are your thoughts on saying no and kicking the crate versus no and bonking?
Whatever works best. Right. Both of them are effective.
You have to just read the dog.
Hit the crate, kick the crate, use a metal bowl on the crate. All that, none of that, by the way, none of that stuff fucks up a dog. It doesn't make them fearful. It doesn't make them hate the crate. How do you know that? I've done it thousands of times. And
okay, here's the caveat. They might go into defense.
Yeah.
And that's where you just have to get more creative.
You believe it or not. Now you need to get more physical.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's usually when we'll pull them out.
That's when you drag them out. Yeah. But it doesn't mess up dogs. Anyone that says it messes up dogs has never.
Because that's what they see. Oh, I snapped the crate and the dog got worse. It's like, it's called defense.
Defense. And you just you work the dog through that.
Big deal.
Yeah. That's all. That's all. Any decent dog trainer can eliminate all that stuff in 1 session, maybe 2 sessions. It's not that hard to do. So that's great. Yeah, whatever it takes, Grant. Whatever it takes, Grant. Was there a second part of that? And as far as repeating commands, okay, let's say down. Dog isn't down. Down. Dog downs. Okay, fine. Down, 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 down. No, there's a difference.
Snapping the fingers.
It's not bad. It's not bad to repeat a command. It's not the worst. Should you have to? No. But during training, when a dog's first learning something, if that's what helps them, what helps? A food lure, leash pressure, hand signal. At the beginning, use what it takes. If I'm going to repeat the command again.
The one thing I'm a stickler on at Go Homes is like, let's say the owner tells the dog to down. Down, dog downs. Good. Then it breaks. No. They correct. Dog goes back into a down, and then they're like, "Good."
Right.
I'm like, don't reward after you just corrected the dog. Yeah. That's a big no-no.
Yeah. No. Good job after doing something bad. Your kid let's humanize it because everyone likes to humanize it. Your kid goes into a Walgreens and steals a candy bar. You tell them to put it back. They put it back, and you tell them how proud you are
for stealing.
Good job putting it back. Yeah. So no.
Do it right the first time.
Do it right the first time. Exactly. Next.
Manny, general philosophy on training livestock guardian dogs.
General philosophy? I mean, I don't do tasks.
I'm going to scratch my mosquito bite again, okay? Just so you know.
Is that you? I don't do the philosophy. I'm not an expert on livestock guardian dogs. Is for a family pet, though, or for actual livestock guardian? For family pet, I'm an expert on, but the livestock part, I'm not. So what's your question? Is it a family pet? So you've got a Great Pyrenees or... Are you serious?
Oh my gosh, you need to get the air and blow out your port.
That's what she said.
There's obviously tons of dust in there or something.
Is the dog a family pet that happens to be a LGD, livestock guardian dog, or is it a livestock guardian dog? But let's assume it's a family pet. Our philosophy works with family pets, with livestock guardian dogs. Sorry guys, for some reason my camera is off for a very long period of time. There we go. So our training philosophy works with livestock guardian dogs. If it's going to be a family pet, if you're going to get like a Great Pyrenees as a family pet, then our training philosophy works greatly with them. But don't ask me questions about how to get my dog to be a livestock guardian dog. That I don't know. But if that's the breed for family pet, again, it's about the 5th time I've said it. It's the same training philosophy. Next.
Alicia, how can I get my dog to stop inhaling his food? Got him to sit and wait, and he's no longer lunging at the bowl. But when I say okay to release, he scarfs it down.
So what you can do is this: make your life easier. Scatter the food. Get yourself a couple of things. You can get a cupcake tin. Put a little bit of food in each cupcake tin. You can get a sheet pan. Spread the food on the sheet pan. You can do that. Okay. They do make slow bowls as well. You can do that as well. Okay, next.
Britt's 9-year-old dog started cowering or lays down and won't move when I tell her to sit her down, acts like I beat her. Even if we're playing and I give a command, she does it. How can I work her through this?
Wait, she does it?
She does what?
Even if I give her a command, she does it?
even if they're playing and I give a command, she does it. So she
Oh,
cowers when she tells her to sit her down.
So she like lays down and cowers like this, slip lead on the dog, go back to basics. If you want to do a food protocol, do a food protocol. Was she overcorrected at some point? And I don't know. Did something freak her out outside? So just go back to basics, leash back on. You can do clicker and food training if you want to. It's more about, don't worry about the cowering. It's more about the not doing a sit. So if a dog wants to, if you say down and the dog downs but looks nervous, you just don't make a big deal of it. Just keep doing down repetitions. But if you do a sit, say sit and the dog downs, whether it cowers or looks happy, that's not a sit. So that's where the leash being on and you get the dog to go back into a sit. Next.
RJ said, yes, food live. Yeah, people want to see your live cooking.
What?
Your live cooking. People want live cooking with you.
We're not doing,
they want to see your recipes.
What does that have to do with the training?
RJ is just saying he wants to see live cooking.
All right, maybe I'll do a
in the community.
Maybe I'll do in YouTube. I'll do a part. You can do a membership
like
for
do it
$4.99 in the community.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it in the community. If you're a community member, you'll be able to see my live cooking. How's that?
I think we should.
I don't know when, but we'll do it.
That's it. Good job, RJ.
Mm-hmm.
You finally made him fold.
Tonight we had pork tagine, and I made it in an actual tagine that I got for what did I get that for? Christmas or my birthday?
I got you it for Christmas.
That's right. I just celebrated a birthday. The big 6-0 hit 60.
I got him measuring cups.
I loved it.
They were the wrong ones. I had to get different
No,
ones.
you got me new ones. You leave me hanging like this?
The first ones I got you, he didn't like. It was a big one.
It's not that you didn't like. It's an 8-cup measuring cup.
I thought it was great. I'm like, this is good for when I make bread because you need like 4 cups of flour.
So you get a 4-cup measuring cup.
The Noble Dogs top chat. Thank you, Grant. How to get a dog to ignore a cat. Long line, slowly roll up on the remote collar until the dog backs off. How to get a dog to ignore the cat. Oh, he typed it twice. Same thing.
So you could do that, or you can just make it suck to go after cats. So you can do long line on the dog, let the cat alert on it. No, correct. No, correct. Grant, why don't you join our mentorship program?
Or get in the community.
Or get in the community. Stop paying.
For the money you're paying for Top Chats, you could be in the community.
Stop buying Top Chats. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right.
It.
Okay. It looks like this. She'll be. You know.
My coffee money.
I was gonna say she'll be filled with coffee for the next 2 weeks. But stop giving us Top Chats and just join our community.
Yeah, Grant.
Come on, join our community. It's $497 for the year.
That's coffee money.
Okay, come on now.
Let's see. Flow dog training. Do you e-collar correct wriggling around like crazy in the arms? Like if you're trying to pick up the dog?
No, we use a bonker for that. Use a bonker. No bonk. Be more physical. That would be more of a physical thing. So you can restrain the dog, take a bonker, which is a rolled up cotton towel. No bonk. Dog. If a dog is like, say you're trying to cut their nails and they're like squirmy, no bonk. If you're trying to groom them and they're like biting at the brush, no bonk. If you're trying to like rub them and they're being mouthy on your hands, no bonk. There's a time and a place for physical. I wish people were more physical, but that's a bad thing. Oh my gosh, Jeff says we should beat the dogs, be more physical. Be more physical. Okay, that's why your grandmother didn't, that's why your dog was, that's why grandma's dog was good for her. Just to let everybody know. She didn't put up with shit. Next.
RJ said Jeff just wants my bank account number, I guess.
RJ, I have nothing to do with the community.
You're already in the community. They're going to charge you for it.
Yeah.
We're doing it in there.
Yeah.
You just get it as a member.
Yeah,
Jeff's cooking.
No, we don't have access to anybody's information. That would be terrible. No person in any company should.
No.
They shouldn't have access to your information. No, we don't do that. We use a third party provider for security and safety. I don't want your credit card number. Nope.
Flow dog training said, thank you. I'm joining your community ASAP.
Yeah. Flow dog. Okay. For everybody out there, the community, $497 for the year.
For the year.
Twice a month, 26 times a year. Sundays, or Saturdays.
Oh, and you know what that just reminded me of? Sorry to cut you off, but Flow Dog, and then someone else just asked about nail cutting. I just added the nail trimming course to the community, and we show how we stop all that flailing and obnoxious behavior. It's in the course.
26 coaching sessions a year live with me. It's by Zoom. More courses than you'll ever need to have a fully on and off leash trained dog. In an online forum, not filled with a bunch of victims and crybabies, but actually people that actually want to see you succeed. And we had a dog in here for the shadow this week that she couldn't cut her nails. We cut her nails and we documented it. Again, social proof. Everything we do, we have social proof from. Every single thing. Next.
Let's see. Dogs Country Canine. I have 4 males that fight when I go out working them, but they don't when my husband goes out.
Okay. So the big question is, you ready for this? Why do your dogs feel that they can fight in your presence? And why do your dogs feel that they cannot fight in your husband's presence? And once you figure that out, you'll know the answer. Now, we get dogs that are the same way. They will never fight in our presence, but they fight with owners when the owners are there. We have dogs that we can walk that will never redirect on us, but when the owner walks them, they redirect. We have couples. If you don't know what redirection is, it's a dog. It can't, like, say, bark or lunge at something else, so it turns to its owner or handler or another family dog and it bites them. So that's a very common, actually. So you're walking your dog. When your dog gets over aroused, it bites you, but it doesn't do that for your spouse. That's very common. It's all on, does your dog believe you? Are you believable to your dog? Are you a badass to your dog? Yep. Are you the dominant figure in your household? That's why this conversation about dominance is bullshit. That's probably the most unethical, stupidest thing for anyone to say. Pack hierarchy is everything.
In every
dominance
species.
Is what it's all about. But see, little tidbit into the psyche of dog people, they don't like that word. You know why? Because they're in shitty fucking relationships. That's why. Because they had a bad relationship with their spouse, with their boss, with their dad. Most likely a male figure. So they hate the patriarchy. They hate the word dominance. So I can't be dominant. No way. I'm not going to participate in that. My dog listens to me because it loves me. No. If a dog listens to you, it's because you're being dominant. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not yelling and screaming. Either should a good boss or a good parent or a good partner. It's not about that. Next.
Melissa said, being in the community is just about the same price as my local training classes, and I learned so much more from you guys. Thank you,
Melissa. And everybody will. Show me a good group class that's $500. I'd love to know about it. Seriously, I would love to know about it. I don't care how they train. I'd love to know. Can you get your dog to be on leash and off leash trained around high levels of distraction with public access? Can you stop leash reactivity? Can you have a dog can you stop resource guarding? Can you stop fence fighting? Can you stop all these bad behaviors for $500 from a group class?
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Next.
We sound so like assholery when we say that.
No, we don't. We sound confident. So
we've just seen it so many.
There's a difference. Yeah. Go.
No, go ahead.
There's a difference between being confident and being cocky. And I run the fine line often. Mm-hmm. But it's massive amounts of confidence. When you know that you can help an owner have a better dog, a dramatically better dog in a short period of time, and you've been doing it for 2 decades, over 10,000 dogs. It's not a catchphrase. It's just my story. You get that way. And when you see owners struggle and you're like, if you get your dog to us, you're not going to struggle anymore. If you get your dog to us, you won't struggle. Simple as that. Simple as that. Next.
RJ said, I said that when he said YouTube Premium.
Yeah, YouTube Premium.
Account number.
Yeah, YouTube Premium. Yeah, that's a thing. Yep, I see other people offer that. Looks interesting.
Ain't nobody got time.
No, I mean there's people that I watch that I'm like, damn. Yeah, I used to sponsor some people on Patreon. I used to do that, not anymore. I would join some people's YouTube premiums. There's a couple of cooking people that I like to watch, and because they're consistent. They put up weekly stuff. They put up. It's like, damn, some good stuff. Next.
RJ said, "Hey, my daddy issues don't relate to my dog."
That's good. That's good, RJ. It's good.
It's good that you can.
You're on your 6th divorce, but hey, you and your dog are doing great. Wonderful. Proud of you.
Dogs Country said assholery. Trademark that shit.
Yeah. I think Sean said it first.
Oh.
So I'll give him that. He says that he did a lot of things first. He didn't. Assholery, that's him. Next.
That's all.
All right, wonderful. All right,
I
everybody.
think we should start a morning show of ranting.
Okay. Great.
A lot of things.
Great.
Let me rant about.
You go ahead. Why don't you do a show?
Oh no.
Come on. Let's go, big talker. Why not?
I can't do it without you.
Yes, you can.
You're my wingman.
Oh, please. Please. No, you can.
RJ said, I'd rather be identified as an asshole with a great dog than not with a bad dog.
Yep. I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Scratching my mosquito bite.
Yeah, there's a show right there for you. Jewel.
Scratching my mosquito. I got destroyed. They love me. I don't know what it is.
It's quite often.
It's my blood.
Quite often you are bit a lot and we are not.
I know. I think I'm like or whatever. It's like really the one that they really like.
Angela knows all that stuff.
Oh,
yeah, he knows all that stuff.
Awful.
All right, yeah. Join the community. It's fantastic. It's a game changer. Joel put the link up. It's half price right now.
Lori said she can. I can what?
You can do the show by yourself.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Lori. She can do it. She can do it. Joel's doing a retreat.
Bargate 2026.
Joel's doing you're doing a retreat this year.
I am. I haven't launched it yet. I have the landing page done. And the only thing stopping me now is my own self-confidence. Yep. Just have to put it out there.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Joel. It's going to be in Greece on Naxos, September what? The last week or the second to last week?
Probably 20th to the 25th.
So great. When are you going to launch it?
I don't know.
Why don't you launch it tonight?
I need to pray about it a little more.
Okay. Why don't you launch it tonight?
Talk to God a little bit.
Tomorrow morning? You going to pray tonight? Do it tomorrow?
No.
All right, everyone. Madly in love with all of you. Thank you for paying attention. If you want to do a shadow, if you're struggling with your dog, get down here. If you're a trainer and you want to learn, get down here. If you're a brand new trainer and you want to get in the industry, get down here. We have something for all of you.
And great weather.
Just finance it, invest in it. Your life will change. You can actually do so much cool stuff with your dog. So much. Oh, it's incredible. It's a game changer. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.